What's going on, y'all? Let's check out an update on the Mizkif and Emiru situation. And no, I'm not a fan of Mizkif, but let's call it straight down the middle. Don't forget to hit the hype button. And I'm sick, so bear with me.
Their situation began escalating again after new legal documents surfaced in the ongoing dispute between Mizkif and Emiru, bringing fresh attention back to a controversy that many people thought had already settled into the background. The latest wave of discussion came after commentary channels and posts online began highlighting sections of Mizkif's legal filings. In those documents, his legal team reportedly pushed back strongly against claims made by Emiru, arguing that her statements were not only damaging but inconsistent. One of the biggest talking points was the phrase emotional truth, which appeared in relation to how Emiru described her statements. The argument being discussed online is that her comments were based on her personal experience and feelings at the time, rather than a strictly factual, legally provable claim.
That's pretty nasty. And mind, I don't like Mizkif, but accusing somebody of something and it being based off feelings and not what was actually done, that's wild. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a nasty song. But to be clear, I still think Mizkif ain't ish. Right, I think he's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
Nasty work.
Other side, Mizkif's legal argument, based on what's being circulated, leans heavily on the idea that defamation law doesn't recognize emotional truth as a valid defense. In simple terms, their position is that statements must be factually accurate if they're going to be publicly made at that level. Another major point being debated is consistency. Some posts claim that Emiru described her statements differently at different times, initially suggesting they were planned or thought through, and later framing them as more spontaneous or off the cuff. That contrast is now being used by critics to question credibility, though it's important to note that these interpretations are coming from online discussions and selective excerpts rather than full court conclusions.
Lied her way into this lawsuit. The law won't allow her to lie her way out. Emiru cannot credibly claim that she did not accuse Mizkif of SA. The transcript she herself submitted to the court makes it clear that she did. This is true. This is true. Now, there's a little footnote right here. Emiru has put an issue purported to defamation claim by Mizkif Enterprises LLC against her. To be clear, the defamation claims are personal to Mizkif and not brought on behalf of Mizkif Enterprises LLC. While Emiru devotes great efforts in her brief to attacking the side issues on the pivotal issue whether Mizkif has pled a defamation claim against her based on her false allegations of SA, she provides only the defense that the allegations were her emotional truth. In Mizkif's lawyer opinion, emotional truth is not a recognized defense to defamation in Texas. In the one case where the phrase is used, in dicta, in fact, illustrates why Emiru is not entitled to dismissal.
One group strongly backed Mizkif.
Emotional truth sounds crazy. But just how that sound, yeah, nah, I ain't rolling with it. Like, but emotionally, I felt, nah, I'm not really a fan of that. That sounds crazy.
Arguing that this situation highlights the dangers of making serious public accusations without clear, provable evidence. They focused heavily on the emotional truth argument, saying that feelings shouldn't be enough to justify statements that can damage someone's reputation at that scale. Another group pushed back on that entirely, arguing that real-life experiences, especially in complicated personal situations, don't always translate cleanly into legal definitions. From their perspective, dismissing someone's account because it doesn't meet strict legal standards ignores how people actually process and communicate events. Then there were people who focused on the timeline inconsistencies being discussed. They argued that if statements changed over time, from planned to spontaneous, it raises questions that the court will ultimately have to sort out. At the same time, a lot of commentary online simplified the situation into extreme narratives, some portraying Mizkif as completely vindicated, while others framed it as another example of how messy and unclear the entire situation has been from the
I would say the latter. Definitely ain't gonna vindicate him.
start. During the stream,
No, crazy ass stuff. He's done a lot of nasty things, bro. Like, I don't think this just makes him innocent of all wrongdoing.
Mizkif was shown details of Mitch Jones's deal, which reportedly involved extremely high daily payouts, figures that, when extrapolated, could reach into the tens of millions annually depending on performance and back-end earnings. That's when the tone shifted. Mizkif didn't deny that kind of money was possible and explained why Mitch Jones gets that kind of money.
Mitch tweets his gambling deal. Oh my God, that's insane. $55,000 a day? Is that good or bad? Brother, that's insane. Think about it this way. I get 15. I mean, here's why. This is probably it if I had to guess. The truth is, why
I might have to start gambling on Kick. Like, you talking about something? You get 15. Now, how much they trying to pay me to gamble?
Mitch gets so much more than me. I get 15,000. You guys know that, right? The reason why Mitch gets so much more is because Mitch has a code. So what streamers do is they have a code that they use. They'll have like, use my code for stake, right? And that generates a disgusting amount of money. Okay. I could have got a way bigger deal, just letting you know. But I said, I don't want to do the code. And the reason why I don't want to do the code is I don't want to push you guys to do the code. Does that make sense? Mitch pushes the code. They push the code. The code makes them way more money. I'm one of the only streamers that doesn't have a code. So that's why I get way less. That's why. That's crazy though. 55,000 is
more ways than one.
Insanity, dude. 7 fills a week. I mean, let's just do the math. 55,000 times that by 7 times that by 300 or 52. Mitch is making $20 million a year.
Some people respected Mizkif's stance. They saw it as him drawing a line and choosing not to profit off his audience through gambling codes, even when the financial upside was massive. To them, that added a level of integrity that's rare in that space. Others weren't convinced at all. Critics pointed out what they saw as hypocrisy, bringing up how Mizkif had previously spoken against gambling content on platforms like Twitch, only to now be participating in similar content, even if without a code. From their perspective, the difference didn't matter as much as he was making it seem. Then, there were people questioning the numbers themselves.
When you look at it that way, yeah, he's being pretty nasty. Like, what? I don't care if you got a code or not. If you took a hard stance on you shouldn't do this, then that's just what it is.
Some argued that the $20 million a year figure being thrown around was misleading, saying those deals often include volatile earnings, big wins on some days, but also major losses or lower returns on others, depending on how the back end works. A few also highlighted that the real money in those deals likely comes from the code itself, meaning the biggest earners are those actively driving their audience to sign up and gamble, exactly the part Mizkif said he refuses to do. Accidental kill mid-backflip on a dirt bike.
Objective Echo has been lost.
Is that hard to do?
Jinxie was genuinely impressed by how talented 10Z is at Valorant.
Yep.
What type of animation is that?
Yep. You basically turned into another toe.
Oh my God.
Another one shot.
Fire standing.
Is that the guy that girlfriend left him? The one that's doing well in the game? See what happens when you focus on yourself?
Oh! Stop it! Bro, what? Oh my. Is that the op?
This is the op right here. Ooh.
All right, you're the greatest, bro. What am I watching? Legitimately.
I effing love the marathon community, dog. Enemy team let me see the sunshine one last time before death.
Hey, I love that y'all killed me, bro. I'm sick of that soft arc later. Hold on, let me talk a little bit. Let me talk, because that's what I love about this community, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't you love that, bro? Just killing me, getting my loot, bro. All that soft, bro. This ain't no Arc Raiders. You win some, you lose some. You know what I'm saying? You win some, you lose some. Let me crawl. Let me see the outside before I die, man. Let me get outside, man. Let me see the sunset. That's all I want to see.
Yeah, this is funny. I don't even know who this is. That's hilarious. And he said, let me crawl outside. Let me see outside before I go.
Before I die, brother. Yeah, look, let me see the sky. Yeah, thank you, boys. Look at this tree. That's all I wanted to see, man. Hey, enjoy the free loadout.
Oh.
A drunk extra Emily has an interesting question about humans.
Finish the roll.
Why do humans have to eat food? Isn't that
crazy? Our bodies aren't strong enough to just generate. Like we have to rely on outside.
She might be higher than me. Well, I ain't really that high. I'm sick. I ain't really get a chance to feel the green like I usually am. But that, come on. Come on. Like, you're not even using your head, bro.
Food and energy in order to live. Like, isn't that just embarrassing? Like, and we need water. Like, why are we so weak? I don't know. That's just life. Like,
XQC's dad.
That wasn't a good answer for her. She's like, nah, I need more explanation. Get God on the phone right now. We need to figure
Accidentally
this out.
leaked their location.
Show me shoes.
No, they're your shoes.
Chat, tell him to take that off, please.
These are my inside shoes. Knock it off.
Yo, that's awful.
No, hey guys, I went mountain biking right here in Florida. Pretty good. It's called Waters.
Hey.
Really? So you're just gonna leak where we live? Rest in peace!
Yeah, that's crazy. Guess he wasn't thinking of how, like, you was gonna put out all that information. Anyway, tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the hype button. Also, watch more videos. I'm trying to put out like 3 a day. Even with me being sick, I'll probably put out 2, maybe 1. Who knows? Who knows? I'll talk to you guys later.